Hey, what's up, guys? Sunday morning, figured I'd drop a quick little review. I got around 3.5 hours on this bike right now. Go over some of the dislikes and the likes. There's not really too many dislikes. I think there's only one so far, and that's the kickstand. I'm sure if you've seen other videos, you already know about this issue. This kickstand's garbage. I don't know how they messed up on this with the technology of this bike. It's about a ½ inch too short, and when you push it down, like usually I reach over from the other side with my hand and I'll push this down, but it goes right back up. Horrible. So if you ordered a kickstand model, Stark said when the updated kickstand comes out, they'll send you one for free. So far, everything I've read on the Facebook groups, on the Starks, the customer service is great. So that's good to know. Now let's get into like the handling, because I think that's really my only dislike so far. And it's pretty sad, but that's really all I can think of. The handling of this bike is great with the extra weight of the bike. Now, when I say extra weight of the bike, I'm talking about dead weight, lifting it on and off the stand. But when you ride this thing, it feels like a 125, maybe even lighter. I'm telling you. Unless you fall over and you have to lift it up and you're on a hill, yeah, that could be an issue. But going through tight stuff, corners, it feels super, super light. It's super slim. The handbrake is definitely the option I would go with. Rear brake, game changer. Took a little bit getting used to. I would always go and reach and there's no brake pedal, but I'm used to it now. It doesn't bother me anymore. Once you get used to that, your corners, everything is better on this bike. When coming into corners, it falls into the corners so nicely. The suspension is awesome right out of the box. First bike I've had, I don't even think I'll revalve it. I went and set my sag, it was spot on already. And I'm just impressed. I just been messing around with clickers, and it's so, like, it's hard to explain. It's like a magnet to the ground. It just stays planted. The faster you ride it, the easier it is to pound her down. Now, some issues that some people talk about, which doesn't bother me. I actually like the phone screen. You could take it out, you can make phone calls, whatever. If you crash, something happens. But what I do like, after you're done riding, it shows you how long you were riding, the map of where you were riding. Like, let me go into here: tracks, trails, modes, status. See, we can go into rides. See, it has almost 12 hours on it. Rides. So where I've been riding, it shows all. This is neat. It shows the map where you were riding. I don't know how this will pick up on here. How long you were riding, how many miles, battery usage on that ride, battery percentage you used while you're riding, G-force. It's cool. Like, I love that. As soon as you're done riding and you turn the bike off or put it in standby mode, this pops up and it shows you your results or whatever. I think that's awesome. So, and it does a lot of other things. You've seen the videos. I'm not going to bore you with this, but I just want to give you my thoughts on how it handles. And like the power wise, I've been running about 32 horsepower in the woods. I find that perfect. I tried 40 and 45 in tight woods. It's a no-go. Way too fast. Now, MX tracks, you can bump it up to 40 to 55 to 60, however you want, but that's still fast. Battery life, no issues. I rode for an hour straight and was still at 60% or so battery life. So battery life for me is not an issue. Now, some people I've heard on reviews, the battery's not that good, it doesn't last that long. Listen, I don't know, I haven't had any issues with that. I know they just did updates and the battery lasts longer now. Maybe if you're a pro and you're on an MX track and the thing's at max 60 horsepower, 55, and you're just wringing it out constantly, yeah, I could see, you know, it drops significantly down to like, you know, 40-30% or something. I'm not sure. But for me, average guy, decent speed, I'm pretty quick, it's totally fine for me. And I have the option to charge it in my truck, so no complaints. So I don't know, some people, the reviews I see, I'm like, I have the bike, and I don't see any of that. Now, let me see what else I can talk about. I'm just trying to think of stuff. There's not really too many negatives. The bike is awesome. I'm gonna change these number plates, or the decals. It's not my number. I bought this secondhand through a friend of a friend. I got a killer deal on it. That's why I bought it. So, I mean, I could literally, if I could make at least 2,500 bucks on this if I put this for sale right now. I've thought about it, but it's like I've ridden it, and I'm like, wow, man, I don't know if I want to get rid of this just yet. So we're gonna see. I might want to buy another one because if this is the future, I'm all down for it. Like if Honda comes out with one, definitely buying one. Kawasaki, don't matter. Definitely down with these electric bikes because they are so fun. I will tell you right now, guys. You know, a lot of people talk crap. Oh, it's electric. It's just the ego. You got to get the ego out. All right? It's electric. Yes, I know. Doesn't make a cool two-stroke sound, but it blows the doors off of all of them. I'm telling you. You just got to ride one. The people that talk on it, they just never ridden one. And once they ride one, they're not going to come back and tell you, yeah, I'd still prefer my two-stroke mixing gas and all the vibration and all that nonsense. Trust me, this thing has zero vibration. If you want to be a couple seconds faster on the track, get one of these. It's instant 2 seconds faster. I'm telling you. I've watched videos of me riding and I'm faster on this bike. There's less stuff to worry about. You're taking the clutch work out. You're taking the rear brake pedal out. You're taking shifting out. All those things you don't have to worry about. You can ride this thing with a clear head and just focused on your technique and riding. It's like a cheater bike, and I'm fine with that. So it's for the average guy. Yo, this is the perfect bike. So I just want to just drop this review, just a quick little 3.5 hour-ish review on what this bike is so far, because I'm all down for it. I'll drop more videos, obviously. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with it, because there's nothing usually on my gas bikes. Let me get an exhaust, engine covers. Like, you don't really need to do nothing. The money you save on oils and like all your maintenance stuff, and oil filters, air filter cleaner, oil cleaner, and all, etc. You know, you don't have to do any of that. You save so much money on just that alone that that's worth it getting. I haven't cleaned this thing since I got it. I'll just hose it down. It's been a little dry. The weather's getting nicer, so we're coming into fall season here soon, and I just can't wait to ride, hit the mountains, the trails. I love this bike. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm not saying that I'm never gonna have a gas bike again, because I still do like, you know, two strokes, like the 300 KTMs. I had to cut the video. Garbage men was rolling up, and it was getting real loud with the truck, so I'll finish this video in the garage. But what I was saying is, I think the perfect combo would be like an XCW 300 and maybe one of these, or just one of these for your do-it-all. Either or. If you have the opportunity to try one, I would definitely suggest it. Maybe go rent one if you can, because there's really not too many negatives about it. The only negative that I've gone over was that kickstand, and now that I'm in here, the charging stand is a bit bulky and it is heavy. What most people are doing, I see, is taking the actual charger out of it and getting one of those what are those cases called from Harbor Freight, little Pelican cases or whatever, and then just carry it around in that. And it also comes with a 220 amp plug. I don't have one in my garage, unfortunately. I can get an electrician and have him put one in, but it's not necessary. I have a regular house outlet. It's an adapter from Stark. It came with it. So I just charge it in the slow mode, or if I want to bump the current up and the amperage, I can do that through the phone app. But most of the time it's just in slow mode and it's ready to go for the next ride. So I'm not too concerned about charging, but yeah, this is a little heavy. They could have done a little bit better job with that, but not too big of a deal. It all winds up and this closes. It's cool. But that's just going to be my quick little review on this bike. It's definitely worth it. There's more positives than negatives, for sure. But like every other bike, none of them are perfect. And this, I think, is going in the right direction. And I can't wait to see other electric bikes come out. I know they have Sur-Ons and stuff like that, but this is just way better quality and just next level stuff. And also what I noticed when riding. You know, I've been riding gas bikes for many years. This just sparks the interest even more. It just makes me want to go ride. I could take this out in the street if I wanted to. Yesterday I did 7 a.m. Let me go rip this thing around the neighborhood, around the streets, and no one complained, and I like that. It's just a cool factor. Opens up a whole new avenue for riding. It's stealth mode. You'd be in the woods. No one's hearing loud, obnoxious motors and stuff like that. So it is what it is, but I know some people are diehard two-stroke guys, and there's nothing you could tell them, or, you know, even four-stroke guys. It is what it is. But until you try one, at least, I just don't think you could not like it. But I'm just going to end the video here. I'll pump out some more videos here and there. I'll check you guys out in a future video. Later.